right.
Ew.
We're later than usual because I had a vacation out of town. I luckily got to watch the episode still, but couldn't do it
Wow,
until
Ty,
now.
you get a vacation.
Wow, Ty.
Every now and then. All right, so
Ty needs to get away from us once in a while.
I need to get away from a lot of people every once in a while. But anyway, yeah, this one was a bit of a doozy. Just putting it mildly. So we're
too.
Yeah, a lot and a little happened. That's been a lot of the episodes this season where everything happens, but nothing happens realistically. But we're gonna go through it. Raven, go ahead.
Okay, if we're gonna talk about my favorite part,
yeah, we all know
seeing Ty Yang back finally. Because we'll go into theory stuff later, and Clover and I had a huge theory thing this morning. So, but seeing Ty, seeing Glinda, Neptune, Sun, Chameleon Girl, I cannot remember her name.
Ilya.
Thank you, and the shopkeep.
Fucking shopkeeper's back.
Best girl shopkeep.
Fucking highlight of the episode.
2020.
Shower, go ahead.
Well, I feel like everyone will know what my favorite part is, but we freaking finally got to see Maria fight in her current age, and it's great because it's nice to see a seasoned huntress fight, especially against Neo, who we do know is also a very good fighter.
Yes. Up until that point, hasn't lost a fight, only tied one.
Which is funny because someone did point out this on Tumblr, and I had to rewatch the episode just to see it. Again, we do see Neo pull out the knife, and again, she didn't get to use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I honestly did love seeing Maria fight, because Maria obviously is a very more fun character, and her fighting style really shows that off now.
Yeah.
And just watching her weapon come out, because everyone's like, well, obviously she has one of them still. She uses it as a cane. It was just cool to see the slice come out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very cool. All right. Blake, go ahead.
That episode was anxiety, emotions, Penny. It's just everything happened too fast.
I know.
It was like everything happened so fast, but at the same time, nothing really happened. Like, not a lot happened, but a lot happened.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. Anyone that has watched me through these episodes needs to know that the one thing that literally killed me this entire episode, there is not a character in an entire fiction that says the word dad better than Penny Polendina.
Yeah.
And it's the very first thing you hear her say in this episode, and I was crying right away. Like, if y'all motherfuckers kill Pietro, words gonna be said, and it didn't happen.
Well, you're gonna have fighting.
My God, those two.
I have concerns.
I was in the middle of a vacation.
I have concerns.
I know. I was in the middle of a vacation with my second family. They were downstairs watching The Mandalorian, which I had already seen, and we were getting ready to go out to one of their kids' basketball games. And I'm like, we had about a half an hour. I'm like, is it okay if I go watch something I have to do a review for when I get back home? They're like, cool. So then the dad, the son, and the daughter and my other buddy are downstairs watching The Mandalorian, and the mom is upstairs reading a book and then stopping and then going to go do dishes in their kitchen, where, like, I was at the computer screen there. The kitchen is about here. And I start full-scale bawling in the other end of the room. And she was so concerned because she couldn't hear what was going on. But she could just hear me crying. I'm like, it's okay. It's
okay. Wait, Ty. Was it dark in the room?
No, it was full light. It was a fully
lit. That would have been funny considering Tai Yang was sitting in a dark room watching TV, all upset, and you are also Ty.
Yes,
upset watching something.
But yeah,
life is imitating art right there.
Still,
right?
Man,
Look
this
at that
episode was something else. But yeah, we'll just talk about it with pictures because, like we said, there was basically only one scene through this entire episode. Like, we never really ditched from it too much. They don't do that often. They normally cut through a couple of things, but this is one of the ones where they really focused on one total scene. And to lighten the mood a little bit.
I'm glad they did.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of the best episodes they've done this volume. Holy crap. To lighten the mood a little before we start, I saw a meme on Tumblr and I had to share it.
Meme.
Yes, I saw this one.
I laughed so hard. All right.
It's a treat to have a good headmaster, guys.
It is. Yeah, so I have to try and I'm trying to do these all in order, so I'm trying to get to the points where we
you already fucked up.
You already did.
No, I'm just getting to the start. We have...
Is this the moment when the robots take over?
No, that's the moment where the robot stopped other people from taking over.
Penny looks like a little kitty.
Penny
kitty.
She was ridiculous in this entire episode. And we don't need to skip the very first part where obviously they come in and start. I didn't think I'm missing too much by going right here. But yeah.
This is just after Cinder attacks her, right?
Yeah, so
trying to take the powers from her. Yeah, because
Yeah,
she's missing her glove and all that.
much,
Okay.
Emerald fired her gun and tried to aim towards Pietro, and Penny's in your cat mode.
Yeah. So, man, we have to get into a couple of things about that fight. But the very first one is that Cinder is the most useless maiden that has ever entered the show.
I do want to point something out though from this fight, and I noticed it just now while I was rewatching before this starting. So the 2 times Cinder has kind of gotten a win, we did see her use those same weapons. We saw her bow come back, but she completely missed. We saw her use that pure spear again, completely missed again. And I feel like that's just showing how unhinged she really is. I'm not really defending her as a good character here, but I am pointing that they are making this clear that, she literally is just becoming more and more useless, even to Salem now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I can go on a whole tirade about Cinder.
Trust me. Everybody here could.
Trust me. It's going to be happy. I went from screaming. I went from crying to screaming my lungs out in joy when that last blast of Cinder getting nailed. I'm like, that's not it, but I want it to be. But
I'm sure I feel like we're getting into her soon.
It's gonna come soon, but they're gonna try and do some stuff beforehand. But she lost to Raven, rightfully she should have. Raven is battle hardied and has been a maiden for a lot longer. Yeah. Penny's been a maiden for 2 days.
Right?
She's got more control than Eddie.
I mean, I guess you can argue that her being a robot might help her, but at the same time, I feel like even Cinder should still be able to fight more.
Yeah. Even when Cinder had half the maiden power, she was not doing too well. Even with half the maiden power.
And worst?
Yeah, that's why I pointed out the whole thing of the weapons in the fight.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that she's very power hungry is her biggest weakness. That's why she's fucking losing.
Yeah.
Because that's in a way she's acting like Bakugo, very stupid. It just goes straight in and just fucks up.
Yeah. She's a more aggressive version of Virgil, honestly. But someone did point that out on Tumblr that every time she's lost her fight is because she's not concentrated on the fight. She's concentrated on what she'll get after the fight's done.
Yeah, she says once what you want.
But in this situation, the first one, she got her ass handed to her on her own. In this one, she had help from someone with one of, if not the most broken semblances in the entire show. And they finally found out a way to make it not, outside of Marrow, and they finally had a way to make it not be broken. I was so happy that one time that got outdone, but we'll get to it. Oh boy. Is that picture still in here?
That's so sad.
All right, here we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
I was that was kind of cool.
The better maiden has the higher ground.
Yeah, so it was company has a high ground.
It does.
Also, was that a JoJo reference?
Or do you everything's a JoJo reference?
Yes, that's how this works.
Oh man.
I like how fast that Neo could recover after getting literally her aura wiped out. How fast she recovered to get that ship up in the air. It's whoa.
Well,
I want that recovery system.
We all do.
I didn't know she didn't try and fight anymore. She was just able to fly, so I was happy they showed that. But before we get too far away from that, we've pretty much talked about how Cinder got her ass handed to her.
We could talk more about it.
Beautiful.
I was going to say, we could talk more about it.
My favorite screenshot that I took was this.
We also have to add that Neo lost an actual fight, her first actual canon loss in a fight to a person, the only person in RWBY that is shorter than her.
God, she was having a fucking time of her life. She was laughing. She was like, "Yo, come on, you can't toss me."
Yeah.
Well, Maria's got the best semblance.
Oh,
She got a quick reaction.
Just everything about it was so funny.
Just I wish she was laughing the entire time. I wish she just had her bag of cashews with her.
She probably would have had that later.
I don't know if you have a picture of it, but I straight up love when she just literally poked her in the head with the top of her staff.
Oh no, I don't have a screenshot of that, but that was funny when she stops her umbrella and then pokes her in the head. Yeah, that was pretty good. One screenshot I did forget
Maria
to add
is honestly slowly becoming just my ultimate favorite, and if she ever dies, I'm gonna die inside even more.
My favorite crazy old lady.
Oh, she's awesome.
Well, I mean, she's always been a top favorite, but I mean, like, she's gonna become the ultimate favorite for me soon.
Yeah.
No, I can't, because every time someone has a favorite character, they die.
Exactly. That's why she can't be my favorite. When I love the character, die or something awful happens to them. Look at Borg Crow.
If
He's been my favorite since he came on the show.
One screenshot before we get too far
I'm
away.
like, I will run to your house. And I will.
At least my favorite character actually returned.
Your favorite character had about as much screen time as the glasses guy, though.
Oh, shut up! You know,
that's the sad part.
No, guys, we're missing the best character. Came back. Bill came back. Came back.
Oh, yeah.
Bill came back.
They're drinking and he drops it.
We did. We're getting there. We're getting there. Before we get too far, there's probably one of my most prettiest shots in the entire show happened right before they got up there.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yes, I loved that.
That was awesome.
That's just, oh man,
awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, it made me a little sad to see one of the places that Clover was in again, because he's dead.
Stop it!
Dead.
Stop it!
You mean to tell me?
No! It hurts every time.
I'm so glad
every time. I legitimately loved Clover. He was such a good character. Oh, look,
Clover's not dead. He's currently in his bedroom playing video games. I know that.
He's dead. No,
that Clover's also dead because he gets killed in Among Us all the time.
Yes.
So right. Watch him die.
He did.
Anyway, one thing I wanted to talk about that was a drastic improvement this season, especially with almost every character, is the voice acting. Because some of the most blood-curdling screams I've ever heard in the entire show happened, especially right there.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was like, whoa.
Like, this is probably the only time I like Cinder when they do this stuff with her. Oh my god, Penny legitimately sounded like she was in pain.
Fear.
Yeah.
I just felt like there was like the sound of crunching metal was about to happen. I thought that was going to happen. It's so scary.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Going back, I had to make sure I found that. That was another really great shot. There was just, and we got just that's the main problem with Cinder, which we talked about earlier. We got her to outright say it out in the open, like even though she's still there and all that. The fact that she's willing to drop the guys a little bit, especially in front of Emerald, who is one of the biggest suck-ups to Salem that we've seen so far. Yeah. That was a bit. And
I don't serve anyone. Meanwhile, like last episode, she was like, "My queen." He's fucking simping over Salem.
That's because she had to, otherwise she's gonna die.
I mean, can she die?
But Emerald this episode was wow.
Oh, that's what I'm about to get to. I just need to find where the picture is. There
she is.
Just like the fact that like her semblance, she's acting like she said she worked on it, she used it, but I like how the fact that Maria saw her in the distance and was able to quickly react.
Well, she did quickly react, but she still lost because of the semblance. Neo did.
She still lost, but to be fair, it is a strong semblance, but at the same time, at least they didn't like nerf Maria too much. Honestly, the only person who really stood up against it the best was Penny.
Yeah, and this was the first time Emerald was using it where there wasn't a crowd of 60,000 people around her to stop her from being seen.
Yeah.
So she didn't see the random clump of green standing off in the stands.
Like, I like how Emerald admitted, like, I can't beat you. Like, I'm glad, like, someone's like, you're mean, and I can't fucking fight you, man. I'm not gonna try.
Yeah.
But I can do more. But I can do something else.
I can plug that thing.
So I'm kind of glad she knew, like, to pick and choose her battles.
Yeah, which is a good way to do it. We have to get the way that this stuff is with Facebook. It's really hard to do. I'm going to show you some of the characters that showed up that aren't in the big montage.
Nora.
Yeah.
She's not dead. She's okay.
She is okay.
I mean, I didn't think she was dead.
Yes!
But I can't like him or else he'll die.
Before I die anyway. He's like,
Summer, please. This is the one background character I actually like for once.
Oh, so I better like him then, huh? So you can still like me. I like Bill. I'm a Bill fan, guys. Bill.
But if he died, I know how to move on at least. I know how to move on from character deaths. Depending on the characters.
The only one that
Ty used to know what happened. You know what anime I was, so you said no. I'm still sad about it.
I was gonna say, I think we all know from the chat the other day.
Yeah. Oh, she still messages me and it makes my day every time I get a message.
I fucking spam Ty in a fucking tirade.
I know. The one person that showed up in that collage that actively irritated me because it broke the idea that I knew wasn't gonna happen.
Okay.
Salem and her pet scorpion.
She was petting him, and I was like, okay, that whole like the hound theory, like being him. I'm kind of on board with it now.
No, I hate this theory.
I'm on board with it.
I hate this theory. I hate it so much, guys.
Petting him is a little bit like, I'm petting him like a dog, and like he's like, I'm a good boy.
We also do see some random food droppings right here. Already.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of behind that theory.
I'm just saying, and I came up with the stupid crack theory that the guy with the glasses is actually the god of light, and I hate this theory.
Did I not save that one? Where the heck is
Are we trying to get to the sequence of awesomeness?
He's trying to find photos.
Yeah.
There we
go. Yeah.
Thought that was cool.
That one is pretty good.
It was nice to see her watching that.
Oh, why would you show that?
Because I have to go through the pictures that we didn't get through yet. All right.
Swear to God, man. Also, when Salem was smiling, she's like, "Oh, everybody knows about me now." I was like, "Oh my God, I'm fucking terrified."
Oh God, like
I'm like, everyone's in danger.
I need to do something.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Blake, there's your next meme.
All right.
I mean, that's already a meme.
Well, just find Ralph in the bus and just put World of Remnant right over him, and there's your meme.
Wait, how is
You're a meme?
Wait, I don't know how this is a meme.
There we go. So
the world's in danger.
All right. This needs to get refreshed because then the freaking photo will be in there.
Eventually.
He says that.
There it is.
But will it? We found it. Legitimately, I do like this though, because one, it's nice to see Glinda in the updated visuals.
Yes.
The shopkeeper, come on. Best character.
Best girl 2020. We already know this, Blake. Come on.
I like the fact that he has RWBY's message on the TV right next to him and on his phone.
What, do you watch TV? I don't. I watch my phone.
I do both, okay?
I do have to laugh every time I saw the response to Glinda showing up here. Like, we haven't seen Glinda in 5 fucking volumes. I'm like, I love how everybody likes to forget that she's in volume 4.
She is. For a very brief moment, she is.
Wait.
It's like what, 5 seconds, I think?
Volume 4?
She's in volume 4 on a brute news broadcast that Yang is watching at the house before Tai Yang comes in with her mechanical arm.
What?
To be fair, it is reused animation.
Yep.
To be fair, it is reused animation, and it's like 5 seconds. So if you're really not paying attention, you probably forget very easily.
Yep.
Because you're focusing on Yang.
I'm also a blonde, so like I will forget.
Yeah, they were just reporting on the situation of how the things are at Beacon, so it's not a big thing. But also everyone's like, she hasn't shown her face on screen since Volume 3. I'm like, if y'all of you were gonna say that you're so close on details, like, don't forget she was in Volume 4.
But like, I do have to like, I didn't like. I tried to look closely. I don't remember. They did say like the RWBY coffee that they made was gonna appear in the episode. So I was trying to find it. I was like, wait, I don't remember what the coffee looked like.
I think of RWBY like this. It's like the movie Moon with Sam Rockwell. You just gotta keep watching it, and you see more details every time you watch it.
It will totally appear.
And I've seen that movie over 100 times. I'm still finding details. RWBY's the same way. You watch it. I watched the very beginning again recently. I'm like, there's tiny details I never realized. It's like, what the? How did I miss that?
Yeah, there's random manga covers that are. Part of me wants to say it's Tokyo Ghoul that are on the comic book rack that RWBY's next to. You did have a small update with this kid over here.
Like, I am slowly feeling bad for him. He's still a dick, though.
Yeah, and he didn't go to his room. He went to his dad's office.
It's a room away from his sister. Does it matter?
It's a room.
And technically,
it does matter when technically he went to the room that most resembles what would be his dad.
Well, technically, like, White's got like pretty much his own. So like, Winter's gone, Weiss is gone. The next person in line to take over the house was him. So technically, he's in his room.
Technically, the other person.
For all we know, Willow locked herself up in his room, thinking it was her room because she's drunk.
That could
I'm
be.
kind of hoping that Weiss sees her mom. I hope she's okay with.
I really want Weiss and Waitley to actually have a talk as well.
They will.
Yeah,
like he has a crazy plan that's actually gonna work.
Yeah, they're not in the plot area quite yet, so there's a good chance.
I was gonna say, I know that there's gonna be something because they're still in the opening.
Yeah, that's why I'm hopefully with them.
So there's definitely gonna be stuff with them.
We're gonna be left at the cliffhanger. Like we're gonna more filler and cliffhanger until February.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen. They always do something.
We all know that.
Oh, the other person that I was very thankful.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yes, that I was very happy to see. We had to see partially the dads assemble in one episode.
Which tells me like probably the White Fang is gonna join in. The good White Fang is gonna join in the fight.
Yeah.
The new White Fang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not that old White Fang. No, they're out of
season. Adam just comes back.
That was my favorite part of her speech. By the way,
it's like don't trust Ironwood.
Don't trust Ironwood. Okay, and the range of emotions of everybody.
I was gonna say, look at the emotions.
Mara was very like he was smiling. He was happy. That's what he looks like once. What's her name? Shut off the TV. He was like, "Bitch, really? I was watching that, man."
Yeah. She shuts off the TV. He's generally happy. She's pissed and looking away. He's attentive, and she is watching him.
I was gonna say, do you think his tail's wagging? We know it wags when he's happy. Do you think she's just staring at him like, dude, seriously?
Like,
no, she's given that look I give when I get a customer at work who thinks they're right, and I'm just like, don't roll your eyes, don't roll your eyes, don't roll your eyes. That's the look I give.
Yeah.
Don't roll your eyes.
Yeah. We'll get. Oh, what was the other one I didn't show quite yet? This one.
Okay.
Look how cute little Ruby's face is. She's so cute.
She's like, I'm on TV.
She's like, ooh, that's me.
Oh, I've been watching me.
It's so fascinating. I forgot what I said in the message.
It's like, oh, that's how I sound. Chris.
That's how I sound.
I mean, to be fair, she probably didn't think that.
She probably did say that. One shot that we have to show just because it makes me happy, and it'll probably be the thumbnail of this episode before we leave.
Yeah.
It looks like the angry dad.
She looks like the freaking the opposite of the crew that goes away from the Scooby-Doo gang. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you damn kids and your robot.
No, when you go out and you end up being stuck the designated driver because all your friends are stupid. I feel that's what happened. You want to get drunk. And Cinder got hammered, and he was like, "God, fucking damn it, I hate this."
And I couldn't find many good images of it because they're all just whatever. And her expression changes quite a bit throughout it, but probably the best point for the entire episode, if I'm not being a Shania dick saying that the best part was Cinder getting her ass kicked, was Penny had multiple, I want to say, Spider-Man 2 moments in this episode, that being the first one.
Yeah.
That might be the coolest thing a character's done in the entire show. Just being perfectly honest. And then when you had the whole argument between those two, which was basically right here about him trying to live her life, and then he tells her that I'm trying to.
I don't know, like that whole thing, I was like, I teared up.
Oh, I did.
I teared up a little bit. I was like, oh, come on, Pietro. Like,
It sucks. He's the person in the show who's had the most, outside of Dira, who's had the most screen time with a daughter in the entire show.
Mm-hmm. It's just really hard because he's coughing so much too.
Because he has almost none of his aura left.
So like,
it's just like more and more apparent that these death flags are just flying off the shelves with him.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's safe.
And I know that's gonna kill you, Ty, because I know how much you like him, but I'm sorry.
Oh, I agree.
I think everyone's gonna be fucking devastated when he dies.
Because he's such a good character.
He is. He's one of the most wholesome, wholehearted characters in the entire show.
And that's why he has to die.
He has to. They can't have happiness.
Because we need to suffer.
We're due for some suffering, guys. Clover wasn't enough.
We kind of are, and I'm trying to find a different picture. But and then we had, where is it? That one I know I sent in there because I just pushed it. Something that showed up in this episode that was from the intro. Come on.
Yes.
Yes. Like, I'm kind of glad they showed Penny fighting it.
Yeah.
It wasn't oh snaps, he got hacked. She was literally fighting it. I don't know what's going on with me, Dad. Bye.
Well, since we finally have reached this scene, I feel like I really want this was the part I wanted to talk about, was everything with Ironwood leading up into this, leading up to what Watts is coming up to. What I noticed was whoa. I noticed when the message was going live, I literally noticed that Ironwood and Salem were giving looks yes, let this happen. Let the message go out. They came to the point where they weren't going to stop it.
Well,
they literally were not going to stop it no matter what.
Well, Ironwood was pissed because it was happening because he had no way to stop it because dumbass was purposely not working fast enough. I honestly think Salem was happy because she's good, I'll be able to kill more people.
Yay, people know about me.
I was going to say, I think Salem's at a point where she's not keeping hidden anymore.
And she's not scared whatsoever.
No.
No, she's
but another thing we need, two things that we need to point out here. One, while Penny's fighting that control, she straight up says that she needs to go to the vault. Two, when nobody was watching Watts, he grabbed that phone.
No, he also grabbed a toolkit.
He grabbed a toolkit that they let him have. That was his. No one stopped him from doing that. They watched.
I would let him have that if he's in jail.
That's
his. In jail.
So that's what I'm saying. Watts probably had Penny and pretty much going to use Penny for his own personal gain or for Salem's personal gain.
And I feel that's why he grabbed the phone.
When you put your own chip into the program.
Well, my thing is, did he not see that? How the fuck did he not see that?
Right?
And Winter looks like she's I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I kind of see Winter a little bit conflicted. So, I'm kind of hoping she did the same thing in the last volume. She was why he's fucking running, give you a head start. But I still gotta do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They had that. So Ironwood knew that it was going to stop, but he did not know that Penny wasn't going to respond and fall clean out of the sky. So even Ironwood knows that she wasn't fully programmed the way that even Watts was told to screw with her. And they said that if she shows up in front of the vault or not, and he's wondering why she's not responding. So she's going through a reset from what they figure. And I'm wondering what's going to happen to her after the so-called supposed reset that's happening to her.
Yeah.
That'll be Watts' robot.
Yeah. And, there's another part of something that happened, which we'll get to with her falling. And we need to get to with My goodness, these pictures need to not be so small in the future.
Yes, I thought the same thing. The river sticks from hell.
Oh, see, and this is what the crack theory is going to connect to. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to the Facebook chat while we talk about that.
Oh, I want to see this.
We had Icarus, the Hellhound, which is a giant thing in Greek mythology to have hellhounds, and you had the literal river Styx.
Yeah, it's...
And a lot of what I've noticed with like the paladins and all this other stuff are a lot like the most, if you're going to compare something to Greek mythology, a lot of the stuff that they have set around Atlas could work that way.
Yeah. Also,
well,
like
if you think of Atlas,
when Penny was
Atlas,
like,
go.
Oh, sorry.
Go
when
ahead.
Penny was like lifting the thing and then falling, I sent it, like I saw it on Twitter. I sent it in the spoiler chat. It's like Iron Man reference.
Oh, the Iron Giant?
Iron Giant, thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw the Iron Giant one.
God fucking damn it.
Blake.
But there's also an
Iron robot. Clearly,
Iron Man reference too out there.
Yeah. I don't like that. Anyway, getting away from that, that was where we pretty much ended. I was very happy that we were wrong about what the lake was. And it's not that sulfurfish thing, which still has to show up at some point. But anyway, I suppose at this point we can get to actual theories before we get to crack theories. And the one that Summer sent me doesn't sound like a crack theory. And my God, if that's true, I don't know what I'm going to think.
I saw that and I was like, well, I know what I'm sharing.
All right. Anyway. I don't have one because other than
I have lots of theories.
We know you do.
Probably Watts might take out, or he's going to do something to escape to Harriet, and I don't exactly know what, or he's going to hack something up from the inside to let them know where he is to get him out because he's got a scroll. But anyway, you still have the most to say. We'll leave you for last, so you have the most time. Blake.
Says it ahead of time.
Wait, what?
Do you have any theory? Do you have any theories?
Not yet.
Your brain.
I want to hear Summer's crack theory more than anything right now.
We'll get to that one last.
I was gonna say that one's last.
Yes, that one's a bit of a doozy.
I have two other theories outside the crack theory.
All right.
Like, if you don't have anything, we can just move to Summer then.
But yeah. Do you have any theories, Blake?
No, not right now. Not yet.
All right, so one theory is a theory that I know has been in the fandom for a while, and I kind of feel like we're seeing even more evidence for it, that Emerald might take Cinder's place as the maiden vessel, whatever. I was going to say, I can see it. She's been with Salem currently. She's had time to kind of earn some favor there, even if she went off with Cinder just now. Salem could use that to, like, you know, an extra nail to the coffin on Cinder.
Could be.
Yeah.
My other theory is based off of stuff I've already been saying, but we know that after last volume, that Winter does have a connection with Penny.
Yep.
Like, they've actually talked, they have a friendship. And considering she and Marrow have both been shown to kind of have the most hesitation on what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And again, Marrow does have that semblance that Ty freaking hates how they don't use it enough.
I hate
Literally.
that.
I could see Winter deciding she's going to take Penny for herself. Maybe Marrow will actually help and freeze the rest of the team and they can get away. I'm not saying it will happen because a lot of reasons that I'm not going to get into, but that is another theory I have.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. I honestly thought you were going to say if Penny dies that the powers would go to Winter.
I feel like if Penny dies, the powers will go to
I
Ruby.
do see that as a possibility, but I don't think we're going to see Penny die just yet.
That's true. If she's
I
going to
feel
have
like we've already.
Ruby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll go to Ruby. But with Cinder, I feel like her maiden powers, I feel like they might go to Neo. Because Neo's been around, like, kind of like her right-hand man more than Emerald's.
Oh, very
the thing
true.
that would make me laugh the most, and I mean laugh the most, would be that.
It was so like Emerald at the end of the day, like you were such a fucking like pawn.
Yeah, she doesn't treat Emerald like that, and I feel she treats Neo the same way. The thing that would make me laugh, and the show is never going to do this because I don't think they should do this. They made it clear in the show that it's not a person you have loving feelings for. It's not a person that you hate. It is the last person that comes to your mind.
So it could be RWBY.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not, though, because she already has the silver eyes.
That's why I said I hope it doesn't happen.
That's the only reason I hate that theory, is because I would really hate that since RWBY already has silver eyes.
Yep.
That's why I really hate the whole all the RWBY girls will become a maiden. I was like, I hate that.
Yeah. I just think it's the last coffin nail would be hilarious that Cinder dies knowing that those powers are going to RWBY.
Oh no, that would be hilarious if not for the silver eyes.
Yes, absolutely. She'd be a little bit too OP. And like the only thing that I would be okay with the whole
like you never know. So is make the main characters too OP.
I mean that's fair.
They do. This is one show that's done a decent job of not going too far. Anyway, the only reason with that whole maidens thing that I'd be okay with it is if somehow, if they end the show with the gods coming back, which I think they are, if they just strip magic, period, and that's what the silver eyes are, and then they just were like, we need people to be this thing, and they can be the only people that we trust with it, and they're kind of like, well, you four were the least douchebags. Like, I don't know.
You guys weren't dicks. Like
you could have been worse, but you guys were just under that. So here's a present.
Here's a present.
Or what if like in the opening, like all four of them like fall down and like get cast out? What if like that actually happens and that's when the gods come back just to help them?
It kind of happened with Crow.
You need help.
It kind of happened with Crow a couple volumes back, where in the opening he was being pulled in by the darkness, and it happened in that episode where they burned down the house, where he was like stone cold drunk.
Yeah,
and RWBY pulled him out of it.
Yeah, we won't see the gods until the end of the show. I have a good feeling, at least the last season of it. But because once they're back, you really can't have, in my opinion, you can't have the show go on for too much longer.
I know,
because like they blew up part of the moon just from leaving, and
he had to make a dramatic exit.
He had to make a dramatic exit. He also just went, you brought some friends to interrupt my tea party, and then vaporized the entire planet.
Wait, or like depending on like where like it happens. If Salem is nearby with the lamp, the whole thing could the whole Dean can stop time again. That could happen.
Yeah, we'll have to. You gotta wait for it to open.
Jin only gave Penny or RWBY that one chance. It's like, I'm gonna give you this one.
Should be nice and do it again. Who knows?
You don't trust a genie. We've learned this from so many TV shows. Don't trust a genie.
I'm sorry, so was I speaking Aladdin.
Okay, you want to go?
Is it that's Summers. I don't know how I feel about that if that actually came true.
God, no, I don't want to be able to be a grave.
I just saw all that. I was like, you know what? This is hilarious.
You always said that she could possibly be a Grimm. She could go back.
She definitely could be.
Or Adam.
Since she was the only
person.
Or it could be for Razor.
I knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were gonna do this to me.
Is that like
I had to.
We legitimately don't she's the only person that's died in the fashion that she died.
Yeah. Like the only other person we've seen die that way is Ozma with the whole, turning into dust thing.
Yeah. I have no idea. But if they're gonna bring that brings credence to something. That we thought it was really weird that if they're going to show someone on the show to screw with people, that they never showed Pyrrha last volume with Neo and all them. This is crackpot theory. And what if they just didn't do that because they were going to show her the next volume?
Or that statue of her comes back to life. Like she's sealed in the statue.
Okay, I kind of want that now, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
All I'm seeing is Discord from My Little Pony and how he was turned into a statue and everyone didn't really know he was a statue until it was like, oh yeah, he's there. Maybe Piero's the statue.
Something else.
Oh jeez.
Who knows at this point? I'm scared what's gonna happen.
I don't know. I don't know. Or if just her ankle comes back out.
It's just her ankle.
That's what got dipped into. That's what I believe. That's how it happened with.
Yeah. His mom.
He was grabbed by.
Yeah, his mom held him in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, his mom had held him into the river outside of the ankle.
And then
because there's a whole joke. There's a whole joke of what if she just like straight up plunged the entirety of him in there and like she had just one super strong arm.
That is funny. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that. I don't freaking know. I don't know what this show's even doing anymore. I've lost track of what they're going to do because I thought they were going to have Penny go Pinocchio on that thing, and now it seems like she's dangerous than anything, and I don't know.
Everyone's in danger. No one is safe. Everyone's going to die.
We also have to deal with the fact that Pietro and freaking Maria are just floating away in space right now.
They're going
to drop down somewhere random in the north chunk of town where no one can get to them.
They're just all wee. Hope they brought some cards. They're gonna need some time to kill.
They also brought food and blankets.
Oh, you
they
know,
got
how
gonna breathe up in space.
Isn't like the stadium might have like a little invisible field to keep kind of things in, like they had being like, oh, you could shoot someone off, but they're not gonna leave the entire stadium kind of thing.
Yeah, because they never worried about them on the inside.
Yeah.
Or worried about Penny once she left.
So probably like the inside being, since it was a floating.
This was next week. It does not. So what happened to Penny? It just goes to a different side story.
It probably will.
Because it had that thing that the Nevermore cracked through. Yeah,
there was a shield on it.
Right. Yeah, there does have a shield on top of it. Now it assumes around all of it. I don't know. Any other crack theories someone found?
No, just that.
Just the one about my possible favorite character in the entire show coming back as an evil.
Yeah, that's why I shared it, because I was like, oh, I have to share this. Ty's gonna love this.
That and the whole Tyrion could be the Hound there. I'm kind of slowly on board with that, but like,
no,
it's terrifying. Fucking terrifying.
Someone on Tumblr will go, she pet both of them, you know.
Oh, I'm sure someone on Tumblr has. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to the next volume and she's just awkwardly petting Hazel. Like, which one of them's the Hound? I don't know.
Oh, God.
God. Imagine like the next week we should see Hazel being the living shit out of Oscar. Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
Going back. All right. So that's basically the end of it. I don't have anything to wrap other than the fact of the YouTube channel that all this is on. So, Summer, if you want to go first, go ahead.
That's me. You can find me as Ray Sketchit pretty much everywhere. I mostly just post fan art or original works.
All right.
And I talk about ducks a lot.
She does.
A bit too much.
It's true.
It's fine.
An obsession, guys. Leave me alone.
Raven.
You can find me at Fiery Summers Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm now working on my TikTok, so you guys can probably find me there.
Nice. All right. And Blake.
Oh, that one. Oh.
It's so small.
I'm sorry.
Look at it.
And I hate it.
Why are you so small?
I'm not small. I'm Bunza.
I'm not going to repeat the joke.
I send it again, hopefully. I feel like I had to send it every week to you.
I have a feeling that it gets shrunk every week, too.
But who is the photos I sent you?
I don't know, because Facebook probably thinks it's a GIF.
What is
That's not my
Look,
fault.
it's clearly animated.
It clearly is. So is everything else you guys have sent me of stills that aren't have any motion to them.
It is not my fault. My first screen.
It's not my fault. Facebook's dumb. There.
I nominate Hearts. I make a lot of memes. Mostly Kingdom Hearts memes. I'm trying to keep up with social media and crying. I can't do it. So you're mean. Please follow me. Please.
All right. And with that, like I said, I have really nothing to rep and show, so I'm not that important other than the fact that I'm on Twitch Mondays and Wednesdays at Organoid Zero. So other than that, we are going to see you guys next time. This will probably be up tonight if I get it fast enough. All right. Goodbye.
Ooh.